What a beautiful, gorgeous sunrise. We all needed this sun, guys. We all needed this sunrise. And I needed to go on the Hayabusa because she's just so much fun to ride. And it's not actually until you have a little break from it and get back on it again that you realise how damn good it is. The only thing though with the Hayabusa that kind of bothers me, that kind of stops me from keeping it, is its weight. Bertha is a big girl, and I do love it. You know, it's really kind of actually hit home to me over this last week. Some things that kind of increases a bike's worth to you. It's kind of connection, I guess, actually, not even its value. It's, you get a real connection, and what I'm talking about is when you work on a bike and when you like completely strip a bike down and replace it nut and bolt that it needs and service everything that it needs to be serviced. You you get a real connection with your bike. And another thing, I mean, last week me and Taffy were working on Taffy's bike and getting it ready. I mean, we stripped it down, didn't we? You know, we serviced quite a lot of stuff and went right through it, and it's been lovely kind of seeing it come back together. And we started talking, Taffy was saying, oh, you know, I wonder how much this would be worth now in a showroom. And I said, well, at the end of the day, you wouldn't actually be able to buy a bike of this age, in this condition, in a showroom, unless someone like you and I actually went to the lengths that we have to take it all apart and make sure it was all good and proper. And the same goes for the Hayabusa, and the same goes for anything else that I would buy next. So yeah, it's just when a dealership kind of has a bike, you know, it might have a full service history, and it might kind of had one owner and, you know, cared for and all this stuff, but it's not going to be maintained probably to the same level as something like what old Bertha's had, all the treatment she had from me on the build series, and probably not as much well looked after as, say, like Taffy's bike has been recently on her little build series. So yeah, it kind of starts hitting home a bit more actually how important maybe, or how valued this bike and what a connection you're going to get as well, you know, versus buying something from a dealership, you know. Hold on a second. National speed limit area. Yeah, there's not really much, and there's too many cars, and the roads are just flipping rubbish at the moment as well. So I'm not gonna go for it, even though I've got too many bikes. The Hayabusa, 40. That was it. Yeah, even though the Hayabusa gags for the high speed runs, Grizz is going to be sensible. So yeah, basically the value and kind of connection with a bike of something like this, when you take it all apart, rebuild it and put it back together again, it's just huge. It is huge, and I'm fully aware of that. And it does kind of make me think, oh geez, don't sell the Hayabusa, Grizz. Keep all of the Hayabusa. You know, the 916, I've done a few little bits on it, but I've not really had it completely apart. that was someone else's project. That was something else that someone else done, and kind of made it the way it is. And I didn't make the 916 the way it is. The Hayabusa I have made the way it is. The Punisher I've made the way it is. And God, there's like a blanket of fog ahead. Scary fog. So, oh, geez, stop and then go. So, yeah, the main thing about this bike, as I said, sorry, I'm kind of getting detracted from the subject in hand, is its weight. It's just a big old thing, and I think also the other thing is the wheelbase, how far apart these two wheels are, and it really makes the bike feel like a slow steering bike. It's much improved by the jacked up back end, but it's still quite slow to turn, and it's not all that weight and that slow turning. It just doesn't really kind of give you confidence to drop it into a corner. It just feels like you're falling off the edge of, oh geez, it's so misty now, and now my camera's going to be all, sorry guys, how bad of grizz. Yeah, so this isn't the best weather for doing a vlog. Jesus, visor up. So yeah, it's, when I think about keeping this bike, I think like, well, it's just not really, it's too big, it's too heavy, and it's not really kind of ticking the boxes that I want. Geez, this is really quite severe fog. So then I start thinking, oh, you know, I don't want to sell it. I look at all that work I've put into it, and how good I know it is, and that kind of connection I've got, and it makes me not want to sell it over anything else even. But then I keep coming back to the physical numbers of this bike, and thinking that I need to either sell it, or the other option is that I could adapt it, make it as light as I can. But come the end of the day, how much can I actually overcome 1300 cc's and the frame? Because that is basically what you're playing with. That's the bulk of the weight of this bike. I do think I could put a shorter swing arm on it, something a bit lighter. What else? Take the fairing off. It's a bit extreme though, isn't it? What is this weather about? So yeah, that's the things I'm playing with at the moment. I have such changeable thoughts on all these bikes, it's not even funny. But the Hayabusa, could I find a way of making it more livable? Could I make it super light in some way? Super light. Can I make it lighter, much lighter? You know, the addition of the carbon fibre fairings has made it lighter, but let's face it, probably not that much lighter. And obviously that exhaust system has made it a lot lighter. But yeah, that is my thought for the day. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go into work and get my day's work started. It was a little bit more of a chillier ride in this morning, but I'm expecting a nice warm ride home. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this morning's vlog. Yeah, and oh, here comes my automatic doors. Right people, lots of love. I will catch you on the next one.